Good afternoon, guys. I'm Purushottam Patil from Area Sales Management West, and welcome to our today's webinar for the Balluff Photoelectric sensors. So let's get started. So I'll go through a brief about Balluff company introduction, then BOS family introduction, that is Balluff optical sensors or photo sensors, then BOS R90K series and BOS R81K series. So before that, I would like you to know about Balluff. Balluff is around 100 years old company, and we are started in 1921, and we are almost present in around 60 countries for with 38 own subsidiaries for sales, production, and logistic facilities. Now this one is the fourth generation of a family owned company. This is our global presence, 38 subsidiaries for sales, productions, logistics in all, around 68 countries. And this one is our India region presence. We are headquartered in Pune, and our dedicated warehouse is in Mumbai. And for North India, we have a branch office in Delhi. For South India, we have branch office in Bangalore as well as in Chennai. And for the West India, we are located at Ahmedabad, and we also have a branch office at the Nagpur. So now I would like you to go through a video about the journey of Balluff for 100 years. So now let's see the video first. So this was our this was our 100 years journey in Balluff. Now I'll go through the which all segments we are catering. So the first one is your automotive segment, then assembly systems, robotics and automation, then battery industry, then energy sectors, then semiconductor and electronics, then packaging, food, beverages, metalworking, and metallurgy. So all these are the different segments where we are catering now. Our major segments are where our strong presence is there are automotive, battery, and packaging, food, beverages, and also in the automation and robotics we are strongly present. So these are all the market segments we are where we are supplying, or we are catering to the customers. Now I would like you to go through our complete portfolio. In this, we have sensors, we have industrial networking, then RFID is also there, then HMIs, machine vision and optical identification, like industrial cameras, smart cameras, and all. Then power supplies. Then we have connectivity solutions, accessories, softwares, and system solutions. Now I'll go in little detail about the portfolio. Let's start with the sensors. In case of sensors, we have inductive, capacitive, photoelectric, then ultrasonic, pressure sensors, limit switches, and magnetorestrictive LVDT kind of sensors also. So these are all kind of sensors related products we have in our this particular sensors division. Then in case of industrial networking, we have remote IOs like IP67 remote IOs, and in those remote IOs we have Ethernet IP, Profinet, DeviceNet, CC-Link, Profibus, EtherCAT. So all these interfaces are available with us. And beyond this, we have standard remote IOs, as well as we have IO-Link based remote IOs also. For IO-Link based remote IOs, you can have IP20 slaves, IP67 slave modules. So these kind of industrial networking products we have in our scope of supply. Now next is RFID. In case of RFID, we are currently supplying our low frequency systems, high frequency, and ultra high frequency. So all these three kinds of frequencies, kinds of products we have in our supply. And we have dedicated RFID systems. We have IO-Link based RFID systems also. So this all comes under RFID category. Now we have HMIs, and we have machine vision and optical identification products also. In case of machine vision, we are supplying around smart cameras, industrial cameras. We have barcode scanners. We have 3D cameras also. So all these kinds of products comes under our optical identification and machine vision kind of stream. Then next is power supplies. Then next is connectivity. In case of connectivity, we have PVC, we have POR, and we also have TP, like welding spark durable kind of cables also. Then for all these kind of products, accessories like reflectors, lock nuts, brackets, and so many other sleeves, sensor sleeves, and all. So these all items comes under accessories part. Then we have software solutions for your RFID, for networking and all. We can provide that also. For machine visions also we have softwares. Then system solutions and all for kind of condition monitoring kind of a products and all. All these comes under system solution. So this is our complete product portfolio what we have in our scope of supply. Now I'll go through the complete Balluff photoelectric sensors product family. Now you can see some items with the miniature block style photo sensors, then some cylindrical photo sensors, fog sensors. So these are our Balluff product family in photo sensors. You can see here different kinds of cylindrical, light curtains kind of, fog kind of, angle kind of sensors. So these are there, and we'll see in detail about these products. Now in order to select the photo sensors, you should have a basic idea about the detection sensing modes. So there are around 4 kinds of detection modes we have in our photo sensors. The through beam is one of the mode where you have transmitter and receiver. If you can see the image, transmitter and receiver both are mounted each opposite to each other, and transmitter and receiver both are located on the separate or different units of the sensor. Whatever it comes in between transmitter and the receiver, the ray will not be able to come back to the receiver, and you will get the output. And this is how you can differentiate whether output is there or not. So this is how your through beam sensor works. In case of through beam sensors, you can have a maximum distance covered, or sensing range kind of applications are there. You can refer through beam items. Then retroreflective sensors. In case of retroreflective sensors, you will see the reflector mounted opposite to the sensor. In that case, sensor will get the reflection from the reflector. Whatever will come in between sensor and reflector, the ray will not be able to reach to the receiver, and hence you can get the deflection in your output. Whether target is present or not, you can get idea about that. So retroreflective sensors work in that fashion. Now the third one is your diffuse sensor. In case of diffuse sensor, transmitter and receiver both are located on the same assembly, and it takes the reflection from the target directly. See, wherever you don't have scope to mount reflector, or you don't have scope to mount through beam kind of pair, and in that case you can directly go with the diffuse sensors. And diffuse sensors can take the reflection directly from the target, and it can sense it. Then next part is background suppression sensor. In case of background suppression, this is one of the kind of diffuse sensor only, but it has a background suppression technology in which you can suppress the background. You must have encountered many applications where you will find that if you want to have a sensing up to certain limit only, beyond that point, if you don't want to sense any kind of a background target beyond your sensing target, you can use the background suppression feature. And the fourth mode is that only. So these kind of different detection modes we have in our scope of supply for all kinds of photosensors. Now I'll go through the photosensors styles. These are all block tile photosensors. You can see the series is mentioned over here, like R90K, R81K, 21M, then BOS 5K, R01E, 23K, BOS 50K. So these are all block shapes we have. Out of these, BOS 21M is your complete metallic body solution we have, and all others are plastic items. In case of R90K and R81K, you can have around 300 mm, 500 mm kind of sensing ranges. And if you're reaching to 23K or 50K, you can have a maximum distances. So this is how we have these block styles kind of sensors. Then next is cylindrical style, where you have M6, M8, M12, M18. In case of M18, you can have plastic housing, brass housing, stainless steel housing. So these are all different cylindrical styles we have in our diverse styles of photosensors. And the next is our fiber optic kind of style. So in that case, we have fiber optic amplifiers and threads. See, wherever you have an issue to mount your cylindrical or block shape photosensors because of space constraint, there you can go with the fiber optic threads. Because of their small or miniature sizes, you can mount them easily anywhere in your tiny applications, and the threads will get connected to the amplifier, and amplifier will be communicating to your control or to your PLCs. So this is how fiber optic sensors works. And the housings we have, like cylindrical amplifier we also have, and rectangular kind of amplifier. We have different kinds of threads also, as you can see in the slide. Then next diverse styles are like fog sensors, angle sensors, optical windows, and light grids. So these are other kind of special styles we have in our scope of supply. In case of fog sensors, it comes under plastic body, metallic body, in different kinds of openings also. If it is a plastic, you can have 5 mm fog opening. If you are going with the metal, you can have different like 10 mm, 50 mm, 80 mm, 120 mm, 180 mm kind of fog openings are available. Then we have angle sensors. Then we have optical windows for your counting kind of applications. Whatever is falling from the optical windows, you can count it, and you can have these kind of applications. Then we have light grids also. So these are some special styles we have in the photosensors category. Now I will go through the universal use of the photosensors. As you all aware about your regular applications, the major one is your part recognition or part present application, then counting, then fill level detection, then stack height monitoring, then brand recognition, then detection through glasses, transparent glasses kind of applications, small parts detection. So these are all your regular general purpose applications you faces daily basis, and here you can use regular photo sensors. There are some key benefits of these items as these are designed to cope with automation and robotic technology. We have full range of operation principles and light types. We have wide range of detecting distances, robust and reliable in the housing, and the most important, all these variants are flexible in the installation. Now I'll go through the BOS portfolio position. Our lowest or economical solution in the BOS portfolio is the R81K series. Then comes BOS R90K series, then BOS 18K, BOS 6K series. So all these are series are standing in as shown in the slide. So this is the graph of or chart of a sensors portfolio price versus performance. Now I'll go through the BOS R90K introduction. This is how it looks. It has a metal connector and mounting holes are there for the side or bracket mounting. Universal cubic type. It has a good performance, of course, easy installation and complete stock. Then some upgrades like higher accuracy, then wider range, faster response, and reliable quality. First, we'll see higher accuracy how it is. This particular item is available with the small beam, broad beam, both the options. So whenever you have a kind of a tiny objects like a target, you can go with your small beam or pinpoint kind of a beam. And whenever your target size is a little big one, you can have a regular broad beam item. So in specifically in R90K, if you are going with the reflection, you can have around 105 spot. If it is a diffuse, it can be around 4.5 spot size. The next one is it is a flexible for more applications. It has light on and dark on both the more selectable options. If you are going with R90K through beam kind of operation, you can have up to 20 meter. If you are going with retro reflective, you can have up to 5 meter, and in case of diffuse you have multiple options like 1 meter, like 350 like 150 and 100 So these are all the wide range kind of applications or products we have. Now it is if you see the R090K series response time, it has a frequency of around 1 kilohertz, and the swift response or the response time can be, if it is a through beam, it is 1 millisecond. It is retroreflective, it is 0.5 millisecond, and in case of diffuse, it is around 0.5 millisecond. So if you compare with the old series 5K, the response time is now upgraded. Now the next one is quality wise. This particular item has metallic connector. It has IP67 standard. The temperature prevention is around minus 30 degrees Celsius to 55 degrees Celsius. So you can use easily this particular item in the outside application, outdoor applications also, as it is not affected by the strong light. You will not be able to feel any scattering kind of effect on this sensor. So you can easily use this sensor in the outdoor applications. Now if you go in the main technical features, you have through beam, retroreflective and diffuse. Range will be around 20 meter, 5 meter, 100 500 1 meter. Based on that, you have a LED red light and infrared light. If it is a 100 item, you will get the potentiometer to adjust your ranges. You can have a 6-turn knob also in case of it is background separation item. So these are all main technical features of the item. You can select based on your application requirements. Now if you go or if you see in this case, you can see 4 different items. All are diffuse sensor. The first one is BOS 029M, which is much running item nowadays, and this particular item is diffuse with background suppression technique. The next one is BOS 02AH. This is diffuse with broad beam. Next one is diffuse with small beam, and the last BOS02 AJ is your diffuse standard sensor. You can have range around 350, 100 mm, 150 mm, 500 mm. These kind of ranges you can have. And light type facility is, of course, everywhere is red light. Only for diffuse with broad beam you can have infrared light. So these all four variants we have in BOSR 90K. Out of all these four variants, BOS 0 to 9M is the best running item nowadays. Then we have, in case of retroreflective and through beam item, we have BOS02 A3 and BOS02 AR. This is the pair of transmitter and receiver. So here also you can have around 1 meter, 5 meter and 20 meter kind of ranges in the small housing sensors. So here you can see wider range kind of items. Now I would like to go through the applications of R90K series. Here you can see filling machine. You can easily use this item in form, fill and seal kind of a machine. Because of its smaller spot and polarized reflections technology, you can easily detect these kind of highly reflective bottles, without any fault. So this particular item can be easily used in the filling machine. The polarization technique doesn't allow the reflection, multiple reflections to come back to the receiver, and it has a accuracy, and it can easily sense the target. The next application is your stereo garage or car parking kind of systems. You can easily use our R90K model, where you have 1 meter or 500 mm kind of ranges. As it is IP67 standard sensor and it don't have any effect of external light, you can use this item easily in the outdoor application like car parking. Because of its wider range and IP67, and it is not affected by strong light, you can easily use this particular item in the stereo garage or outdoor applications. The next application is your cold chain storage. As I said, it is IP67 prevention, and it has excellent temperature resistant. You can easily use this item for your cold chain storage applications. Then digital engineering is one of the application for background suppression sensors. You can easily use here. Now the next series I want to explain you is R81K series. This is how it looks. We used to call it as a bullnose item. This particular item has a good visible status indications on the top of the sensors. You can have red and yellow and green indications on the top of the sensor. Then bullnose housing for flexible mounting. You can have M18 lock nut and side plate mounting also. It's visible red light for easy sensor alignment. Yeah, it has a LED red light. It is visible and you can easily align the sensor with your reflector. Then also with the diffuse kind of item, you can easily align on the flat surface of the target. Then it has a potentiometer to adjust the settings. It has robust plastic housing, and if you are going to use this item with your remote IOs, you can have a standard M12 connectors for which enables quick connection. This is how it supports two types of installations: M18 lock nut installation and side plate mounting installation. If you go in this particular series, you have polarized reflection, you have diffuse, and you have background suppression. But there are some limitations in the bullnose. You have a fixed range in the background suppression, which is 100 mm only. If it is standard diffuse, it is around 300 mm, and if it is polarized reflector, you can have around 3 meters. So light spot sizes are also little bigger than the R90K series, but whenever you are going with the economical solution and entry level applications, this particular sensor is best suitable for it. Like warehouse kind of application, logistics kind of application, where n number of sensors are required and costing issues are also there. You can have these kind of items. Switching frequencies are around 1 kilohertz. Response time is also good, 0.5 millisecond. And potentiometer and everything is there. Now I'll go through the different applications of the bullnose or our R81K series. So if you are going with a through beam item, You have wide range in it, and you can have pallet detection, parts detection, presence monitoring, or gate or door monitoring. Any kind of item you can use, maybe as it is a light barrier principle kind of. If it is retroreflective, you can use it in all kinds of applications like pallet parts everywhere. As it is diffuse and background suppression, because of its smaller range, you have limitations to use. You can use in parts detections and presence monitoring. So if you see here, the main benefits, it is easy setup and adjustment with the potentiometer. Red light sensors with good visible light spot. It has background suppression, diffuse sensor, retroreflective. All types are available, and if you see the main applications, detecting of the objects on the conveyor or in the industrial settings and production lines, detection of parcel boxes in your logistics and intralogistics applications. This is the best suitable item for your logistics and intralogistics application. Here you can see one of the application in the intralogistics or in the packaging to detect the opaque objects in various kinds of warehouses or conveyor lines. This is the low cost solution. This is sufficient for many targets. This can be used on the conveyor with the rails on the side. Robust sensing solution that only requires power on one side of conveyor. So here you can see the single point leading edge detection. Now here it provides a presence signal to trigger the ID system whenever you are using RFID or barcode scanners in your conveyor line or on your machine, and if you want to have a triggering, you can use BOS R81K series to get the triggering, or it can trigger RFID or barcode scanners easily. Now in this application, the POS R81K sensor starts and stops the conveyor belt so that space between the pallets could be controlled. So this is how spacing control can be done by using the R81K sensor. Then the next application is polarized reflective kind of a sensors we can use in the highly reflective wheels sensing kind of system. Because of the polarization, the multiple reflection will get avoided and sensor will not have any kind of malfunction. You can easily use this item on the conveyor of wheels, highly reflective wheels as well as regular wheels. So this is one of the application in the tire logistics. Here ordering information we have shown. You can have retroreflective, you can have diffuse, you can have background suppression. NPN, PNP, cable type, connector type, all the models are available. You can easily select the required item based on your applications. Order codes and type codes are also provided over here. You can select it easily. In case of through beam receiver and through beam emitter, the similar kind of a PNP, NPN, cable connector and type codes and order codes are mentioned over here. So now if you are having if you are buying our bullnose items, you will have a reflector of 60 by 40 mm is included with the package of retroreflective item. Mounting bracket is also included with each of the sensor of all sensing principles. So retroreflective sensors, if you can have a reflector as well as mounting bracket. If you are going with the diffuse item, you can have mounting bracket and lock nut with for the M18 mounting. Now if you are going to connect this particular item to your modules or networking system, you can have this BCC 039P double-ended cord set, which is of 5 meter. You can have 2 meter double-ended cord set, which is BCC 039M. So these kind of accessories are also there. Of course you'll have to order cables separately, but in case of reflector and mounting brackets, you can have all these items with your sensors. So now this is the basics of this is how it looks. It has good performance, easy to install, and better availability is there. So, guys, thanks a lot. That's all from my side. You can sign up on our website to have a online shopping. You can have transparent availability, easy payment can be done, instant confirmation can be done, and you can get the best deals out of it. In case of any questions, you can also follow us on the LinkedIn over here. In case of any questions, you can ask, or you can write in the chat box. I'll try to answer all your questions. Okay, guys, thanks a lot. In case of any issue, please let me know. I'll be happy to assist you. Thank you.